Hey guys, HonestTom23 here and welcome to my 250 subscriber special. Now if you're, one of my subscribers, then you should probably know that it is a Q&A and I've already asked you guys for your questions and you guys have generously asked me some questions, which is good because this video would have been really short otherwise. So because this is probably going to be a lot of rambling anyway, let's just get straight into the questions. So the first two I've been asked by the Demon302. I think that's how you say it. I actually had the same problem with the parts this week with Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess saying your name because I did the Cave of Ordeals and wow, that was an ordeal. But anyway, so the two questions are, what do you use to record your videos and how did I get my channel noticed? So what I use to record my videos is HD PVR for any consoles and things like that, and I also have also to record footage for, say, like Pokemon Soul Silver, I just use Desmune, I think that's how you say it. I just use the in-emulator recorder to record that footage. And any other footage I need to record on my laptop, I use Camtasia Recorder. And I use Camtasia Recorder to record the audio, and I use a Microsoft LX3000 headset, which I got for like 15 quid. It's actually pretty good. But the microphone I'm using now, because I recently brought it, is a Blue Snowball Ice. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's really expensive mic. I shouldn't have brought it. I'm an idiot for buying it. But yeah, that's what I'm using now. So yeah, so that's why I used to record my videos. And how did I get my channel noticed? Well, I don't know. It wasn't one thing. And first of all, I'm very flattered that you thought that my channel has been noticed. But because there's many different levels of success when it comes to YouTube, and I guess you're probably asking, how did I get over the initial getting people to come to my channel in the first place? I think it was a mix of my videos got better. I actually started making better videos, and I kept making them. That was the main thing that I think eventually got people to come to my channel, because it wasn't just that, because I started off pretty badly. My videos originally started off pretty poorly, poor mic quality, poor commentary quality, if I'll be honest. I wasn't that good at it. So eventually I just, kept practicing and kept, refining my recording setup until I got good. And then I just really just made games that people wanted to see. The first big one was the Simpsons game DS, because there was only one other video, or one other video series of that game. So I did that game and I did a Let's Play of that, and tons of people responded to it and found that Let's Play, so that's kind of nice. And then the next one was Spider-Man Web of Shadows, which I think part 1 of that has 16,000 views, so it's getting lucky. I just kind of got lucky there because I just happened to make videos that people responded to. So if you're just doing Let's Plays of, say, like Ocarina of Time, no one's going to come to your channel. But if you, say, do a game that's a bit different, then people are going to come to your channel. But also other ways, I kind of got support from other people, like Proto Mario. I kind of met him early on in my YouTube career. I did the whole put my fingers up because I don't, career, that's dumb. So yeah, so he kind of helped me out. And also just by going to other people's videos and watching other Let's Players. So if you're asking for my advice, which I know you're not, but I would say do that. Just try and make videos that people haven't really been done. Keep at it, and also go to other Let's Players, talk to them, like their videos, watch their videos, leave comments, and yeah. Right, so the next question is from Edward the Guy, who is my brother, who yeah, if you don't know him, go to his channel because he has a lot of videos up and they feature me. So there's actually a Christmas special that me and him did, which is really good, so you guys could check out. And his question is, where did you get your name from? I know it's a reference, but I'm not sure what from. And it is a reference, and it's from the game Gun, which was a cowboy shooting game, pretty violent one actually, that was made by, I think Neversoft made it, the people that made Tony Hawk, like later on in the PS2's life, because they also ported it to 360. So I got the internet, or the internet came to our house when I was like 13, 14. So then I was like, well, I need an internet name because everyone has an internet name apparently, so I kind of need my own one. And at the time, Gun was out, and me and my friends would play it, and it was pretty hilarious how there's this character at the beginning of the game who shows you the tutorial and takes you through it all, and is like a friendly homeless cowboy bum called Honest Tom. So I thought that was pretty funny, because it's funny because at the end he then betrays you and tries to kill you. But then before that, he's like, "Hey, my name's Honest Tom," and then he shows you how to ride a horse. It's pretty funny. So I thought, hey, my name in real life is Tom, so I'll just steal that. But originally it was Honest Tom 12, and the reason why it's 12 is because I was born on the 12th. And then when it came to making a YouTube account, I already had a YouTube account called Honest Tom 12, but I deleted that so I could set up my Let's Play channel. And I thought, well, I've done 1, 2, so I'll just go along 2, 3, so Honest Tom 23. Right, the next question is from Josh Birch, and he asks, how old are you? I'm 20. I'm going to be 21 this year, so don't have much more to say about that. The next one is from Curtis136. He has 2 questions. The first is, what's your favourite music track and locations from the Metroid Prime trilogy? Also can include Hunters. Well, I'm not going to include Hunters because I think that game's terrible. It's just, oh god, I don't even want to get into that. I should review that game one day. It's really bad. Spoilers for that video. But I don't know, that's really hard. That's a really hard question, because my favourite music track is the theme from Metroid Prime 2. I know that because if you've seen my, what was it, bloody 200 subscriber special? I did my top 5 favourite music tracks from video games, and in that was the Metroid Prime 2 theme. I would have to say though that I really enjoyed the snow level. I don't know how to say it. I'm going Pandera Drifts, I think that's how you say it. In Metroid Prime 1. The music is really cool there, it has a really great atmosphere, but I don't know, to play that wouldn't really be my favourite level. I don't think it would be anything from Metroid Prime 3. That game's really good, but I don't think there's anything that really stood out in terms of locations. And then Metroid Prime 2, I don't know, that game was really good, but I don't know, I'm just going to say the snow bit in Metroid Prime 1, because I think that's, yeah, that was really good, although I don't think gameplay wise it's the best area in that game. Right, so his other question is, what's your opinion on the Zelda timeline? And my opinion is that I really like it. I think it's a really cool idea, and it's really cool that they all come together. But I think the mistake that people make is that you can pick it apart, but it's not supposed to be picked apart in the same way. Like when it comes to timelines and the way everything fits together, everyone has the same attitude. Like there's the sci-fi attitude, you know, when people who are into sci-fi like Star Trek and the Mass Effect universe, when it comes to being like, oh, this is where the order of events happened and this is how it all comes together, people then kind of pick it apart and be like, oh wow, this is where that guy came from and all that, and they like to do it in that kind of way. But with the Zelda timeline, I don't think you're meant to approach it like that. It's supposed to be like this general thing, like this is the way they all come together, and it's the legend of Zelda. It's not the like chronicles or whatever you call it. It's not like the detailed backstory of Zelda, it's the legend of Zelda. So I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's really interesting, the idea of the timeline splitting at Ocarina of Time. And also now that they've confirmed the timeline, it now always makes me think that, or whatever the next Zelda game is, it's like, right, where is this game going to fit in? How are they going to put it into the timeline? And I think that's really cool that now I can be like, okay, there's a new Zelda game coming out, where does it fit along all the other ones? Because they can put it wherever they want. So I think that's pretty interesting, and overall I think it's cool. Right, the next question is from Proto Mario, who, you know, he asked, have you ever pissed on a police car? And if so, how much did it take to pay off the cop? Well, I don't want to get into that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. No, I can't say I have, but it's something I definitely want to do before I die, obviously. I did actually get caught pissing in public by the police once, but that's for another time. Right, the next question is from Exceeding Shadow. I said it like that because his name is in all caps. And he asked, what consoles and what video games do you want? Currently, because when I got this question I wasn't too sure what you were asking, but I'm assuming you're asking in general. But out of everything that is out now, there's nothing I want. I have a Wii U, I have a 360, I have a 3DS, so that's all the consoles I want. Not that I don't want a PS3, it's just a bit too, it's still too expensive. Like, it's 175 quid for the 12 gig one, so I mean, I'm not going to buy one. I'll probably buy one once the PS4 comes out, when they really do crash in price. And there's so many different models of the PS3. So I could get an older one that's cheap, but then it's not going to be as good. It's going to be a big clunky box. So yeah, it's not really the PS3, and the PS Vita doesn't look very good, or it's even more expensive than the PS3, so I'm definitely not going to buy that. So, and there's no real video games that are currently out that I want, because if there are any, I just buy them at this point. Like, you know, like the other guy asked, how old am I? I'm 20, so any games I want, I can pretty much go out and buy. One in particular that is out that I can't really buy because it's so expensive is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, because that's like 45 quid, so I can't really justify buying that. But out of games that are coming out this year, though, pretty much everything I want is on the Wii U. This year, I would say it's Rayman Legends. Already got that in pre-order. The remake or the HD port of Resident Evil Revelations. I know that's coming to 360, but I'm going to get it on Wii U. Of course I'm going to get it on Wii U. It's just going to be better on Wii U. What else? There's Pokemon X and Y, which is from 3DS, which looks awesome. The Wind Waker HD remake, which I gotta get that. You know, Wind Waker isn't my favourite Zelda game, but it's still a really good one, and HD is going to look amazing. The new Call of Duty, I'll get that when that comes out, because Infinity Ward is making the new one. And that's all I can think of at the top of my head. I mean, all the 360 games that are coming out look pretty bad. Really, like Dead Space 3 looks terrible. Oh, another Gears of War. I like Gears of War, but I don't care about a new one. What else is there? I don't know. The new Splinter Cell looks kind of interesting, so I might have to go for that. And that Watchdog game looks pretty interesting, but again, I don't know if it's going to be any good. So pretty much I'm going to be using my Wii U, because of course, with E3 coming up, Nintendo said they're going to announce or show off a new Mario Kart, new 3D Zelda, new 3D Mario and Super Smash Bros. So one of those is definitely coming out this year, so I'm going to get that. Oh, and Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I'll probably get that, although it's based on the reviews. If it gets good reviews, then I'll get it. If it gets bad ones, then I'll probably just skip it. And the new Fire Emblem, actually, I haven't played Fire Emblem anywhere near as much as I would have liked to, but the new one got really good review on IGN, which, you know, you got to take that with a pinch of salt, but I'm really looking forward to it. I want to check it out and probably get it day one. Right, so the next question comes from ScottJam20, and he like a lot of people have congratulated me for getting 250 subs, so thank you guys. You know, kind of going off the questions a bit here, but thank you guys really you guys left a lot of nice comments as well, saying congratulations, even though it wasn't technically the subscriber special. So thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it, and it's nice to see. So his question is, before you joined YouTube, what YouTuber of LP videos, if any, encouraged you to join YouTube and start recording LPs? That's an interesting question, because I started it took about 4 months for me to start making Let's Plays after I discovered them and started watching them. And, you know, I wasn't inspired by any of the big names, because I really didn't know that many big names at the time. I didn't know, when I started making Let's Plays, I didn't know of Chugga Conroy, I didn't know of Nintendo Capri Sun. I only recently found out about that Topagus guy, whoever that is. I mean, I know he's really big, but his videos are awful, like so bad. So the one that actually I would say inspired me to make videos is Montagical, which they're kind of semi-big. They have 40-something thousand subscribers. They don't make any videos anymore, which is a shame, but they used to. Because they're probably one of my favourite Let's Players. Probably the favourite. They're one of the only Let's Players I actually go back and re-watch their videos, because the reason why they inspired me is because they were just so effortlessly entertaining. They weren't doing anything crazy. They weren't like, certain Let's Plays, that's how they sound like. I mean, I don't want to slag off Game Grumps because I like them, but they kind of do like that's the commentary. But Montagical is this guy Marty, or these two guys, Marty and Kevin, and they just sit there and play video games and just make comments about it. They don't make any big jokes or anything like that. They just effortlessly make their jokes, and they're pretty dumb, but I really like their videos. So that kind of inspired me to think maybe I can just, if they're just being entertaining by not doing anything that crazy, then maybe I can do the same thing. And another reason why I did it as well, or other LPs that inspired me, are really the bad ones. The ones that I watched and found out about that were terrible. That were just like, you know, the example I just gave, or they were just so good as, let's play. And then silence for 20 seconds, and then just, oh damn it, I died. And then that would be the whole video. Yeah, then it'd be like 2,000 views. And I'm like, what? How does... If that guy can do it and get views, I can do it and get views. So it was kind of that kind of attitude. There was so many bad Let's Players that I thought I could come on the scene and make some good videos. Even though initially I started off really badly, so it kind of, you know, I looked like an idiot at the beginning. But now hopefully I'm at the point where I'm making better videos than certain people on YouTube. And YouTube is just such a great space because you can just throw out your videos, and if the people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. It's fine. So I'm just throwing out my videos and seeing if people respond. So right, so the last person to ask questions is Mr. Muckluckable, who once again congratulates me. Thank you very much. He asked 2 questions. The first one is, do you see yourself playing video games long into the future? Do you think you'll ever grow out of it? Okay, that's technically 3 questions, but it's the same question, so... no. I think I'll play video games till I die. I'm not that passionate about it, like, yeah, Mario Kart till I die. It's not like that, but there's no... I don't see any reason why I'll stop playing. Maybe... The only reason I can see why I would stop playing video games is because of responsibilities. Maybe I get older and get a really demanding job, or get some wife and some dumb kids when I'm like older and they're like, wow, and I'm like, I'm trying to play bloody Zelda. You know, that's the only reason I can see why I would stop, but I think I would always make time for it because I just really like video games, so I don't see myself ever stopping. So, yeah. And then the last question, and his second question, is if you could forget one game and play it again like new, which game would it be? Now, I actually, when I got this question, I thought about it long and hard, because initially my thought was, right, which game's story did I most enjoy? Because, you know, you can't retell a story and get the same thing out of it that you did initially. So my initial thought was Metal Gear Solid. But then I thought if I did go back and replay that game, because that's the game that I think has the best story, or the one I enjoyed the most, gameplay wise they're pretty weak games. They're kind of really annoying to play with the way the stealth is handled. So I wouldn't want to reset Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2 or even 3, even though I don't really like that one, and replay those ones again because I wouldn't really enjoy it. So then I thought Ocarina of Time, because that has a great story and has a great atmosphere, and it's just a fantastic game, one of my favourites of all time. But then I thought, well, I'd not do, because I'm assuming that by this question that I'm doing it now as the 20-year-old me experienced the game. Because initially I was thinking of, like, if I could go back in time and replay Ocarina of Time when I was like 8 when I did, then that would be amazing. But I don't know if I would have that same experience if I replayed it now. So, finally, there's probably 2 that it would come down to. The first is Super Mario Galaxy, because that game, when I first played it, I didn't really get into it that much. And only once I hit, I remember this moment very clearly in my head. I just got like my 108th star. Then I was like, wait a second, this game's actually really good. Because up to that point, I was like, I thought it was average. But then I realised it was really good, and the second time I played through that game as Luigi, I was like, this game's amazing. So I think that me being now, if I restarted that game and could play it again new, then I would really enjoy it and be able to appreciate it right away, because I love that game. I think it's fantastic. The second one's good, but I just prefer the first one. It has a better atmosphere, it has better level design, I don't want to get into all that, but yeah, so I think that one. And then the other one I would really like to redo is Metroid Prime, just because that game's amazing and I would really like to play it through it again and play it through it new. Although I think I could sit down and play through Metroid Prime already, and, you know, I could still enjoy it doing a second or third or whatever I'm on playthrough. Even though, I don't know, I'm just going to say Super Mario Galaxy, because Metroid Prime also has some puzzles and has certain sections that are kind of annoying, but... Because I was also thinking Super Mario 64, but then I think that the me now, not being a child, would get too frustrated with some of the stars later on. So I'm going to go with Super Mario Galaxy. So yeah, that's all the questions. Thank you very much for your questions, you guys. I didn't get an amazing response, but I did get a nice response, and I got some good questions. You guys asked the questions I was kind of thinking of, and I got some surprises with those questions. So I hope that I provided a satisfactory answer to all your guys' questions. I tried to. So so this video really is for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed all my answers. I mean, 20-minute video, that's kind of nice. But I will say now, while I'm here, that there won't be a 300 subscriber special, just because I'm actually doing a lot better when it comes to subscribers. I've gained 4 subscribers at time of recording. I put out that video the day I got 250, and at time of recording I now have 254, so I think it might be a bit redundant. And also I won't be doing a 300 sub one because beginning of March is my 2-year anniversary, so I want to do a special for that, and I don't know at what point my subscriber level will be, but I mean, with the rate that it's going, I've been gaining subscribers a lot more recently than I expected. So that's the subscriber special. Probably expect a review on Tuesday. It's of a hopefully I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, I haven't started editing it yet, and it's really ugh. Well, anyway, I won't keep you guys anymore. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for watching whatever you like of my channel, my Let's Plays, my reviews. I know people have been liking the reviews recently, which is why I've been kind of trying to make as many as I can, although they take up a lot of time. So yeah, so Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is going to be finished soon, and Pokemon Soul Silver is still going. So until next time, I've been Armstrong23, and I'll see you guys next time.